Are you actually trying to tell me that Jay Clayton, the former SEC chairman, during his last day in office, kicks enforcement action against Ripple, and then he proceeds to go to One River, a company that is a major investor in Bitcoin, and don't even get me started with his connections behind Ethereum. Thankfully, we have the former SEC chairwoman Mary Jo White already calling out Jay Clayton on numerous occasions and defending Ripple in this case. Let's dive in. What is up, guys? Kevin Cage here with another XRP update. Like and sub if you want daily crypto news, and let's dive right into this one. XRP sitting at $1.41, nice little bounce back, and we're up almost 11% on the day. Again, this is fiatleak.com. If you guys are curious, you can actually watch the real-time payment flows, and we're going to be watching the Brazilian real launching hopefully sooner than later. Now, we have to go through this thread by Eric Lipton. This man needs no introduction, of course. He's an investigative reporter for NYT, essentially providing a thread of all the big names that have become, board members, CEOs, or just some powerful position behind a lot of these exchanges and blockchain-based companies. If this does not tell you where the space is headed in the future, I don't know what to tell you. I want to kind of break this down really quick, and then we're going to talk about the Ripple and SEC lawsuit. And again, specifically what this means for the future of XRP price. Overall, I'm incredibly bullish, just like when we were just a few months ago at 30 cents back in January. So still up 400% yet again. Now, he was amazed as he looked around and saw just how many DC power brokers have been hired up by the crypto industry, talking about lobbyists, but also mentioning shadow lobbyists. Very interesting. So let's check this out. Right here, example 1, we have Binance hires a former Senate finance chairman. Interesting. Next up, Binance US hires the former acting head of the OCC, the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, Brian Brooks. I think he did a lot of great things for this industry, and it is pretty coincidental. Do you remember years ago, people were worried about this being a scam, and now, literally, head of the OCC, who allowed, back in July of 2020, banks to custody crypto assets, yet nobody talks about that. He is now the CEO of Binance US. Small world. Right here. BlockFi, of course, I'm sure you guys are familiar with Nexo and Celsius Network. Well, BlockFi is another place where you can stake your assets and things of that nature. They put, and it's CeFi, centralized finance. I'm more so excited for Flare Networks because I'm going to get larger returns leveraging DeFi rather than just CeFi. Less fees. Now, and less intermediaries, of course, and freedom. So BlockFi puts just departed chairman of the CFTC on its board. Christopher Giancarlo, of course, he's actually an advisor for Ripple too. Interesting, in his law firm. Right here, just departed chairman of the SEC, the Securities Exchange Commission. Where does he go after kicking off the enforcement action versus Ripple? To One River, a company that is a major investor in Bitcoin, aka a Ripple competitor. And who else does our buddy Jay Clayton join at One River? Well, we have John Orszag and Kevin Hassett. Check this out. So Kevin Hassett, Council of the Economic Advisors Chair right here, Trump's economic advisor, and this is back in 2019. And we also have this gentleman right here. He was and served as the special assistant to the chief economist in the U.S. Department of Labor, as well as a few other roles. We can see also served as assistant to the U.S. Secretary of Commerce and director of the Office of Policy and Strategic Planning back in the day. So nonetheless, and then of course they make their way to the private sector, racking in the dough. So just wanted to point that out. Now, right here, you want more examples? Who is Ripple's lawyer defending its case against the SEC charges? The former chairwoman of the SEC, Mary Jo White. And of course, I know we retweeted and made those articles go viral months ago when she was criticizing Jay Clayton and how he's doing things. I love that. And she's working alongside with the former SEC enforcement chief, Andrew, right here, Seresny, in defending Ripple. SEC website still lists him in the job. Pretty interesting. So that is something to watch and keep a very close eye on. Nonetheless, you guys have heard my thoughts on how all of this settlement gets reached. I'm very confident XRP is global, and it's just a matter of time. All right. Right here, read the story. Bottom line, as the stakes have grown, so has the recognition that crypto's future will be shaped in Washington. And who else has an office in DC? Ripple. Lobbying is part of the game, guys. Please understand how all of this is played. Okay, now into some interesting news right here. This is just kind of right on the xrpl.org's website. So for those of you that are curious, pay attention to Elon Musk's tweets that can move the market. Here, right here is this. How green is your currency? Just talking about energy consumption. We have some calculators you can play with. You can see a variety of emission statistics, gas consumption. Come on, there's no competition. XRP, Algorand, HBAR are the way of the future in terms of energy consumption, and XRP has already had years and years of development, tons and tons of proof of concepts, 60 million ledgers plus closed successfully without error, a lot more validators than most organizations. It is just tried and true. It is something to be adopted by central banks, and of course now we have the privacy features that allow central banks to actually connect to the XRP ledger and maintain some level of privacy. Here's a comparison right here breaking down the individual transactions. We have Bitcoin, 951 kilowatt hours, Ethereum, 42. Now, first off, I'm going to read something a little controversial in a bit, just kind of complaining about the Ethereum gas fees. I love ETH. It is literally Bitcoin 2.0 with programmable, smart contracts, programmable money. It's insane. You can't deny that. But XRP can do things better, and now we have Flare networks. You have Codius potentially still in development. It just gets really, really crazy when you think about the possibilities. So you're comparing Bitcoin, 951 kilowatt hours versus right here a 0.0079, and then you can see the CO2 emissions. This is no competition. Hopefully you guys watched that previous video uploaded before this. It's approximately 1 minute talking about that Paris Climate Accord, and guess what? Specifically accepting and discussing crypto assets in Ripple is listed right on the website as soon as you go to it and scroll down. This is not a coincidence, along with Energy Web Token, EWT, another favorite asset of ours in the future, as you see this narrative is being painted now. Another quick look actually shared by XRP Darren. Be sure to give him a follow at Fame21 More. So shared by DB Research, we can see energy consumption kilowatt hour per transaction, and even XRP Darren replying to Pompliano, less energy than cash. And I thought that was pretty funny. Right here, we have Ripple. That's what it used to be called back in the day. And you can see there's no competition, whether it's Visa, MasterCard, Libra, Diem, Cash, Dash. I love how it rhymes. Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. There truly is no competition. Now, there are some up and coming new assets, but we are talking about the ones that are highly, highly liquid and already dominating the space currently, okay? And yes, Algorand, love me some Algo. Okay, right here. Cryptocurrency custodian Anchorage, we've discussed them many times before. They do actually list XRP and have in the past, and they had that OCC license, which is very good. Similar, but still different compared to what Kraken and, why am I blanking? Avanti, that other digital bank, has in the United States. They add 5 more DeFi tokens. So we have 1inch, BNT, we also have Curve Finance, Ren, and Sushi Swap. So we'll keep an eye on this, and they've been added to the regulated custodians platform. Nonetheless, I just wanted to tie it in back to what I was sharing, let's see, January 13th, as the 3rd largest digital asset by market cap, and I do believe XRP will get back to that point yet again and potentially even flip Ethereum. XRP appeals to be a number of our institutional clients, which includes VC funds, family offices, hedge funds, and other large-scale crypto investors. And this was said by the president of Anchorage, so no surprise there. And again, this is actually retweeting XRP Crypto Wolf's tweet right here. Anchorage becoming the first OCC-approved national crypto bank. So much has happened. I know it really started moving since Brian Brooks took position back in the day, actually just April 2020, but it seems like time has absolutely flown, and now we have Flare networks coming live. Okay, and let me see if there's anything else. Even Brad Garlinghouse pointing out right here, if you ever had doubts that crypto is going to play an integral role in the future of our global financial systems, well, hope this clears some things up. Anchorage, this is the big boy money as well for institutional investors. Now, also, in tandem with Anchorage, they're one of the Atom members alongside with BitGo, and I'm certain you guys have heard of them, and Symbiont and a few of these other groups, Galaxy Digital and BlockFi. And notice who they actually appointed as the new CEO of Atom, Michelle Bond, and I know we've seen her in a bunch of clips, of course, uploaded by Ripple, and she was formerly the global head of government relations. Now, interestingly enough, I don't know why she removed her history on LinkedIn. So if you guys have any responses to that, please let me know. So I just tweeted this to see what people say. And I mean, here's her LinkedIn page. Of course, I can go right here and just show you CEO, board advisor. It's gone now. So I'm not sure if maybe the SEC lawsuit was something, or maybe I just don't know how to use LinkedIn, but I wanted to point that out for you guys. And keep in mind, I mean, she's in a variety of clips. You can see these global head of government relations at Ripple. We remember her in all these things right here, featuring head of government relations, Michelle Bond, with Monica Long, who's now the essentially head of Ripple X. So you can't really make this stuff up. I mean, they literally have clips and clips and clips, and this is a 17-minute video, and they discuss everything from, we at Ripple are engaging 40 to 50 central banks around the globe. So I thought that was pretty odd, but maybe it's just me with user error. So please let me know, and hopefully I'm not overstepping and, researching a little too much. But we're going to keep moving here. Now, also, XRP, just back in January, when we were even talking about that, the Anchorage listing, we were sitting at 28.30 cents. And I mean, even from that point, since then, guys, we're up still 400% plus. And I cannot wait to see what it's going to look like when we are $10 plus. Just for fun, I want to take a quick look at that and say we're around, let's say, 30 cents. Go to $10. And that would be a beautiful 3,000% return. Cannot wait for that. Next, we have Wrath Economan. So former Ripple Brazil executive right here is leaving to lead Satoshi Tango's expansion in Brazil. And I think this is super timely, specifically with what we keep talking about time and time again. Japan, Brazil, all these nations are showing up. Now, Satoshi Tango is a global crypto exchange with a large Latin American presence. And of course, we know DLocal is working there heavily, along with integrations in China. So keep a close eye on this. And then looking at Fiat League, up 11%. Right here, according to Bloomberg, Coinbase Crypto Exchange and SoftBank Group, a major Ripple partner in Japan, no surprise, have led a funding round for Brazilian asset manager company Hashdex, which is currently focusing on cryptocurrencies. Surprise, surprise. Now, right here, shared by Gala Games. Guys, I do own a little Gala, and of course I'm excited for their new metaverse to come out next year, their integrations with Flare Networks. I would imagine them to have some good success, and I'm wishing them well. I know a lot of people are, node operators and things of that nature, so we'll keep an eye on this. Now, they even go on to say ETH is terrible, specifically I think just referring to the gas fees. We've decided to accept payments in other altcoins for Gala Games founders nodes. So instead of being forced to use Ethereum specifically when you're purchasing a node on their website, if you guys want to look at the cost of that, you can now purchase with XRP, Bitcoin, Doge, BNB, and more. Looking forward to Flare Networks, Binance Chain, and Polygon. Now, next up to the really good stuff I'm excited to discuss is this. Now, I'm kind of quoting some of the gentlemen from Constellation during their interview, even just a few years ago with Blockchain Brad. If you guys are not subscribed to Blockchain Brad in this ecosystem, I don't know what you've been doing when you're researching. This guy has gone through so many great gems, so many great projects, interviewing up and coming projects, and I love, as always, I typically, during my mornings, sipping my coffee, go through a bunch of old interviews, and then I actually see, what actually happened, what fell through, where did they pivot, and where we are today. Now, this has to do with, of course, a variety of cryptos, XRP, you name it. Data is the true gold. Remember, in the last 5 years alone, 90% of the data that exists, let me rephrase that. 90% of all data that exists, all information, was produced in the last 5 years alone. That is like the oil of the internet. So we need a way to, again, transact this in a trustless manner. Notice, transacting via digital assets, a bridge asset, enter XRP, and interoperability protocols, Interledger Protocol, or Overledger, anything like that with of Quant, in a trustless and decentralized, distributed manner, and in a way to ensure redundancy. Now, Constellation, this organization, is one of the only blockchain-based companies with active contracts with the Department of Defense, the DoD, meaning Navy, Air Force, along with the Army. And they've even gone on to say, because they talk with the people in the know, I'm talking active contracts, guys, 20% of issues coming from the Department of Defense is around big data. So there's going to be a variety of use cases, and XRP is going after cross-border transactions, initially helping mitigate value transfer. And of course, if you don't believe me, this is all quoted, I retweeted this below. The 17-minute mark is where they specifically talk about it. They talk about the specific organizations within the DoD and the Air Force, okay? And right here, and this is what he goes on to say too, because they're talking with people in the know. Institutions and banks do not care as much about security as you would think. They actually care more about convenience. If you solve real problems for real customers, you may very well be here to stay. And that is why I'm so confident in XRP in the years ahead. They want it to be faster, cheaper, easier, more convenient. XRP is the way to go. Hopefully DAG, specifically when staking goes live. Full disclosure, yes, I own some, but I think it is a hidden gem. I love DAGs, absolutely, such as HBAR and DAG. Now, digital assets such as XRP, plus these interoperability protocols, as we've mentioned time and time again, and distributed ledgers will change the world. Arguably, they already have. Look at this transfer of wealth that is happening right now, and the best is yet to come. Hope you guys tune into the next video, and I will catch you in the next one.